Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This is gonna be my I'm gonna clarify that this is uh my high damage build for elemental damage. Just elemental damage. Now this is what I'm going to work with. I'm gonna show you the armor and the skills and the weapon. It depends on what you want to use. You could use ice, water, thunder, or fire, or dragon. If you want. It doesn't really matter on which weapon you use, you would be doing high elemental damage. But the weapon you will want to be using is an Armatian weapon that has a lot of elemental. I'll show you right here. that has a. Can I show you here? That has a lot of elemental boosts. Now, mine currently does not. And I only have two. Technically three if you count the top one, which is elemental infusion. But if you could get at least four and then one sharpness of elemental boost, then you're perfectly set on any element for doublets. I don't know if that's the same for any other weapon, but this is for doublets. We are a doublets channel. Until I decide not of no more doublets, then we are still doublets channel. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm rambling on here. Either way, um, that's what I use for the weapon right now. This is what we're going to be using because this is my highest elemental damage weapon for now. I do have your water. Water is my second highest damage dealer. Um, but as for the armor, um, I use Gormagla, Arkveld, Raydal's arms, and then Gormagla's waist with Arkveld's legs. Now, I use Chain, Insane, which are Chain is the burst skill, and then Sane is the antivirus skill, and then Phoenix is the coalescence skill. If you don't know that, um, I use 5 Chain, which is the burst skill, which then gives me 5 burst, which burst inevitably increases your elemental attack and your regular attack, but it increases elemental attack a lot more on the dual blades, from what I heard, and it does. Um, and then you have coalescence that would give you more elemental damage and also status buildup if you want to do a status build. But this is not what we're about right now. We're about damage. So I have latent power, which gives us more affinity, so we could have more crits. And well, with crits with critical boost is a lot better with critical element too, because of that. Then we have convert element. Now we have convert element level 2 because that increases our dragon attack, and because that increases, um, pretty much no, that just increases dragon attack. Now if you're using dragon weapon, always have critical element on. You can use critical element on other weapons, and it will give you dragon attack as well. That's a really cool one, but that you have to use certain moves though to proc it. But that's just that. It's a really good uh, skill. Then you have antivirus. Antivirus gives you that extra affinity. Weakness exploit gives you that affinity. You would typically have weakness exploit 5, but I'm using burst 5 with this build instead of weakness exploit. Then again, we have latent power and all the other ones. Or we're gonna go into Gore Magnus Tyranny, which gives us the Frenzy, which if you can recover from Frenzy, gives you an attack boost, I believe, and then an affinity boost as well. And then you have Arkveld's Hunger, which gives you health over health, which is nothing about damage, but it gives you health. And then you go into the Talisman. Talismans, I have Convert Element. Um, In which case, if you don't want convert element, you can make this into a weakness exploit and get 2 weakness exploit off of it, which would help with your affinity. Um, then you got mantle. The mantle, I use corrupted mantle because the corrupted mantle, well, not supposedly, it does decrease your health continuously, but as soon as you hit an enemy, it takes away the health decrease. So, but you do get the increase in weapons performance, which is damage, and elemental damage. Um, Also, the repeated attacks on the enemy will further increase your attack and affinity, which is really good. So you pretty much have high affinity at the end of this, and pretty much high element. Now, let's show what it can do. From my testing, this is the highest damage I've seen on dual blades. That is not a wound damage crit, because wound damage crit on dual blades are extremely powerful. I've hit a 2k damage one on a wound, but that's on tempered stuff. Um, I am doing this on on the max strength, so there's that. Coalescence, Convert Element, Antivirus, and Court Magnus Tyranny. Activate my skills, apply, and then you're gonna activate the Corrupted Mantle, and then you go into Demon Rush, I think that's what you call it, right? And as you can see, I'm hitting the 76 to 50s, 40s, 30s, 25s. If I just keep on going, I do more in the 70s, and then I get the 80s, 127. Pretty much, this is what you'll be hitting every time you hit a monster's weak point. You'll be hitting the high numbers like crazy. I've done it against Arkfeld, I've done it against Gormagala, and I've hit 83s, 90s every time. I would show you footage of it, but let's just say I'm not a good player. I suck at playing, but I come up with a build, and if you like the build, if you want to give it a try, let me know in the comments. But it would be pretty cool if you do give my build a try. Let me know if it works for you, and if you come up with something different, take it apart, fucking destroy it, and rebuild something in your own image with it, and let me know if you do, and then I'll try it out, and then I'll like. Uh, if you want me to post a video of your build, then I will, with your permission, of course. But thank you for watching the video, and have a good day and good night.